The Skolt Sámi Archive form a unique body documenting indigenous Skolt Sámi land and water rights. Preserved for centuries, the archive consists of written documents and acts. The scroll was kept inside a casing carved from a tree trunk and stored in a secret location known only by 3 trusted elders. This is a story how the Skolt Sámi managed to survive and to keep their environment healthy to these days by combining the written word with traditional laws. For millennia have the Skolt Sámi lived in northern Fennoscandia. 700 years ago, surrounding nations began to assert their power and expand borders to Skolt Sámi lands. The area is now divided between the national states of Finland, Norway and Russia. Skolt Sámi learned quickly that most important for these newcomers was documented justification for land. To adapt to the new reality, the Skolt Sámi began to invoke written contracts. The Skolt Sámi Archive consists of edicts issued by Russian emperors and the imperial government regarding the rights to pasture lands and the fishing territories. The oldest document is over 400 years old. These rights have never been ceded.
It's a document between the Russian Empire or Russian government and in whatever form Skolt Sámis were governing themselves at that time, recognition of your traditional governance system.
The state of Finland did inherit the responsibilities from the state of Russia, and I think to a certain extent there was a goodwill, especially after 1944 and the relocation, to mark these territories very clearly to be used only by the Skolt Sámi. There's a potential there that it provides a very strong hard law document between relationships that you have with the state of Finland, state of Norway and state of Russia.
Traditionally, Skolt Sámi lands were owned by the community. Each family had their own areas for fishing, hunting, gathering and reindeer herding. The families would come to a mutual agreement about how they were allocated without depleting populations of fish and wildlife. Such decisions were made by the village council, siitsoppar in Skolt Sámi language, where each family had a representative and decisions were made collectively. Second World War ended the self-rule. New borders drawn by national states divided people to 3 different countries. Only Finland included the village council to her constitution. Even with stripped power, the village council still has an important role. Many characteristics of the traditional Skolt Sámi annual life cycle continue to play part of the living culture today and its intellectual awareness. Inclusion of the ancient Skolt Sámi Archive in the UNESCO Memory of the World International Register would have a great impact on the cultural and historical understanding, particularly for the younger generation and generations to come. The process resurrects the collective memory. Remembering why our ancestors have confirmed rights to our fishing lakes and rivers, hunting and grazing lands, we regain the strength of our people. We regain the traditional laws governing relationships with everything and everyone. When we remember how the ancestors protected our lands, we will remember our obligation to continue their way. This is our right and our responsibility.